Three, two, one, and we're live. Ooh, it looks more orange here than it does in real life. On my screen, this looks orange. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. This is a whole new setup. Oh, you can see the mic in the screen. It's a whole new setup, so I don't know if I'm talking too loud, if I'm talking too soft. I don't know what. But anyway, my name is Angela. The channel is Be Fabulous You. Where should I be looking? Maybe here. Should I look there? But, the channel is Be Fabulous You, and I am coming to you today with a review of the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcana. And you'll notice that my bag is empty. It's beautifully packaged. I love this deck. I love this deck. All of the decks I have, I basically love, but I do love this deck. This, I think, is the nicest, fanciest deck that I have. So what I wanted to do today is to just talk about the deck, talk about how it's packaged, and show you the deck. So that's what we got. So I have taken my box out of the velvet bag with the drawstring that it came in, because my velvet bag with drawstring, I don't know if you can tell, but it's starting to get like a box indentation on there. And so I am not a fan of that. So I have taken it out of there. But then what I noticed, these are like all complaints, but then what I noticed is that now my box, which is like a brown matte finish, has like fingerprints on it. Like, I guess when I put shea butter or olive oil or lotion or whatever on my hands, and then I handle my deck, now it's getting like these fingerprints on it. And I don't think that the velvet prevents it from getting the fingerprints on it, but if I handle it, and I'm not handling it for the purpose of like handling it, but just moving it from here to there, it's getting extra prints on it. But it is a beautiful box. It's paper, like a hard, solid paper box. It's got the name of the deck on the front, the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcana First Edition. It's also got that on the side. And then the author is right here, well, illustrated and written by Andrea Furtick. That's on this side. Is this the side that opens? Yes, this is the side that opens. So it's like a magnetic closure. Look how fancy that is. I have several tarot decks in boxes, but this is the fanciest box. And then on the side, you have the African continent. And on this side, you have the African continent. And it corresponds with this African continent. And then on the back, it says printed by, and this must be some Chinese, some Asian company, printed by whomever. But the most important thing on the back that I love, and I'm trying to wipe off the fingerprints, is, hey, love like the sun, black love. What's up, sis? I'm just talking to myself, because for something that's coming out, I want to have a companion video to go with it. So watch for announcements soon, like today, tomorrow, something like that. But the author and the illustrator, Andrea Furtick, wrote me a personal note, and it says, Angela, I wish you the power of the moon, the sun, and the ancestral realm. The ancestral realm. And then it's signed by her, and that's written in like a silver marker. And there's also like a term for when the way that the color is on this is like brown, but it's different color browns in different places. So it like kind of fades in and out, but it doesn't go from lightest to darkest. It's not like a watercolor wash, it's something else. But anyway, so it comes in this velvet pouch, and a lot of times people keep their card decks in velvet pouches. I never keep my thank you. I never keep my card decks in velvet pouches. And if this deck had come in a less substantial and beautiful box, I might be inclined to keep it in the velvet pouch. But now I don't know what I'm going to do with the velvet pouch. But I love the bold red of this. I love the variations of brown. I love the black African continent on it. It's just really, and then when you open up the magnetic closure, it again has the title of the deck. It's just very beautifully put together. And then right inside, when you open it up, again, we're going with browns. It says, for there is a most divine strength encased within the passion for wisdom, and nestled in the cycle of external existence. And by the alignment of both wisdom and action, your destiny shall be revealed. So, and then it's got an ankh. And when I was growing up, like when I was in college and everything, we were like, now the children or the people, or maybe not the children, but the adults and everything on YouTube refer to people who talk about ankhs and know about the Meta Netra and stuff as hoteps. And it's like used as like a negative term. But I personally love an ankh. And, so, and then it's like just, brown box inside. You can kind of see the magnetic closures here. I've never noticed that, but I can see them on camera. So that's that. And then usually when you get a book that comes with a tarot deck, generally I've heard them referred to as the little white book. So this is our little white book, which is not white. It goes from gold to green at the top, from gold at the top to green at the bottom. And what does this say on the back? Goddess. Oh, look at this. There's like a whole little thing on here I have never noticed. It says goddess of the melanin, and it's spelled Milanin. I've never seen melanin spelled like that. Goddess of melanin, for it is the time to open your eye and explore the depths of thine. The font is a little bit difficult to read, or maybe it's just that I'm old. I don't know. And explore the depths of thine. The facets of your light shall illuminate with your embrace, and your shadow in the night will serve in the rightful place. The voices of your ancestors shall fuel your evolution by way of the tarot. May there be a revolution. There's a little poem on here. I'm actually going to have to like really try to look at it when I'm not under pressure and just kind of see what's going on. But anyway, this is the guidebook. It's called A Melanated Tarot Divination Guidebook by Andrea Furtick. This is the first edition. Sometimes in your little white book, you will have pictures of the actual cards or images of the actual cards in your guidebook. And this one you don't. So we're not going to, I don't think there's really anything else to say about this. Oh, there's actually like a lot of start with the basic instinct, the popular card spread. She talks about the major arcana, the minor arcana. And then that's it. The book ends with the God of Pinnacles, and then we're just at white pages. So that's something unusual in this deck. She uses God of Pentacles, Goddess of Pentacles, Son of Pentacles, Daughter of Pentacles. So in many decks, you're going to have the King, Queen, Page, and Knight, or King, Queen, Page, and is it Knight? There's some other term, I'm blanking on it. But she uses God, Goddess, Son, and Daughter. So that's kind of unusual. And then the other thing that is unusual about this deck is that there is a card called the Supreme. So this is a traditional tarot deck with 78 cards, except that it has 79 cards, the 79th card being the Supreme. So it starts with the Fool and it ends with the Supreme. And by it, I mean the major arcana. So that's a little unusual, but I still consider it a traditional tarot deck. I do not consider it an oracle deck because it's not an oracle deck. It's a tarot deck with a Supreme. Now, this, I don't have my cards in order, but we're just going to go with it. And we're just going to go card by card. The first card that I have, oh, maybe I do have, I was planning to do this, so maybe I do have it in order. Look at me. I got it in order. Okay. I planned to do this probably about a week ago, and I'm just now getting to it now. So this is the first card in the deck, or the first card in the deck. This is the Fool, the Afro, and it says Afro Goddess Tarot Arcana. I don't necessarily care for the fact that it's branded on the first card, and you can see the beautiful sister there with her locks and her flower. Some of the imagery is traditional to a tarot Fool or traditional Rider-Waite tarot imagery. You have the flower, the white rose is traditional. There is a little bitty dog there. That's traditional imagery. She has a little bag here, which is kind of a play on traditional imagery. She has a feather in her hair, which is traditional. So anyway, that's that. So that's the Fool. The deck is not all women. It's not all, female imagery. But a lot of the imagery, there are men in this deck. And then you have the magician. The magician. She's doing duck lips. Are those duck lips? And then you have the high priestess. Traditional imagery, again, you have a black column, a white column. But if you look at the black and white columns, you'll see that there's, there's definitely, it feels like Afro. It feels African. It feels like us. I love that moon down there. Can y'all see that crescent moon? The Empress, representing fertility. She has some of the traditional images of fertility there, but she also has those astrological symbols there, which, does not, I'll have to look at some of my other decks. I'm like, this does not look like traditional imagery to me, but it's beautiful and I love it. And you definitely get the impression of fertility and fullness and completeness. So that's the Empress. And then the Emperor, looking all fine. Can y'all see him? Okay. The Emperor. I love the idea of the imagery. This particular artist, this artwork is not my favorite artwork, but because the people are so blackety black, I really, really love. I like that aspect of the artwork, and I like working with these cards. And I've only done maybe like 4 or 5 readings with this deck. I haven't done a lot of work with this deck, but I have enjoyed the work that I've done with it. He's got his Ankh there. Is he a Hotep? And is it a bad thing if he is? And then the Heirophant, and this is a woman character, a woman Heirophant. Traditional imagery, pretty traditional imagery. The Lovers. Pretty traditional imagery in that you have the 2 of them. The Chariot, very traditional imagery. Now you'll notice on this one, and I didn't mention it on the Fool, but she has cityscapes. That's not kind of traditional. But she does have a cityscape on this as she did on the Fool. But this aspect of it is very traditional. And a woman on the chariot. You don't see a lot of that. And then Strength. Now the lion just looked like it's resting on her. It is her with a woman with the lion. I always, for whatever reason, love when the woman, I love the ambiguity in my tarot cards. Like on my Fool, I love when it looks like the Fool, like, are they about to fall off of the cliff? Are they about to jump off the cliff? Do they realize that there's a cliff there? Do they not realize there's a cliff there? What's going on? With this card, I love when you're like, is she fighting with the lion? It's like, does she have the control of the lion? Like, what's going on? Like some ambiguity. This one, she got this lion under control. There's no ambiguity. So that's that. And then the Hermit, again, a woman character. I don't know if the lighting allows you to see it, but the imagery, the cards are beautiful. It's a matte finish, no fingertips on it. It feels like wax or butter. It doesn't feel like butter, but it feels like wax, or it's like just, they're really, really smooth. They're bigger than your average deck. And then the Wheel of Fortune, which is pretty traditional in the imagery. And that's her Wheel of Fortune. And then you have Justice. She's got her eyes blindfolded, but she's kind of got a little smirk like, mm-hmm. Is she a little twisted to the side? Everybody on this deck is so shapely and so full figured. Not everyone, but the women. I don't think there's one, this woman, I don't think there's one woman who's like, you know how there are different body types. There's the hourglass, there's the pear, there's the boy shape or athletic or whatever. Almost all of these women, I think, are hourglass. I don't think I've ever noticed anyone in this deck who is not hourglass. And then this is the Hangman, which again is a woman, which is a little unusual in my experience. Typically, the Hangman is one of my favorite cards in most decks, but this is not. Yeah, this one isn't really doing anything for me, but again, it feels like an Ankh. So you feel that Ankh imagery, that Ankh theme flowing throughout. Ooh, look at death. Death becomes you. So that's the death card. Temperance. Some of the imagery is very traditional. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot out of the water, the pouring back and forth. This sister has wings. It looks like a sun and a moon. I like her big afro. The devil in her horns. That's kind of, a lot of times the couple on the devil card are below the devil imagery. Again, it's a woman as a devil, which is unusual. Now this, in this deck, I think is one of my favorite cards. This is the Tower, and I do tend to love a Tower card. I don't know why. It's just one of my favorite cards. But it's like the tower that the folks are jumping out of is like, it almost kind of reminds you of the White House, or kind of reminds me of the White House. I don't know. What does it remind you of? And then the brother is wearing a cape. Like, has he been caping for the United States of America? Is that why he got to jump out of the White House? Yeah. So, and then it's interesting because it's almost like, are they jumping into sky? Are they jumping into water? Like, what's going on? So that's the Tower card in this deck. I think this is one of my favorites. And this is the Star. A lot of the backgrounds you notice are like on the darker side. This is the Moon. And even though I'm a Cancer, I don't tend to like a moon card, but this is actually a moon card that I do like. I like the Wall of Water, which is not traditional imagery. I like how symmetrical it is with the moon. You know, they've got the crab in there. That's traditional imagery. And this card is another card that I really like in this particular deck. Like, I like the artist rendering of it. I like her hair. I like the wheat. I like how she's balanced in the sun. I like the color scheme. I like how light and bright it is, especially in the context of the deck. And I have no idea what that script is over there. And this might be the first time I've noticed it, because I was kind of like, what is that? But anyway, I like the sunflowers in her hair. And put that. And then this is Judgment. I think this is a beautiful rendering of Judgment. People get nervous sometimes when you work with them, and it's like Judgment because they're like, oh my gosh, you're judging me. Am I going to be judged unworthy? And then a lot of times on a traditional deck, you'll have the tombstone type imagery, and so people get freaked out about that sometime. So I just kind of like this, like she's, you know, walking the stairway to heaven to have a conversation with God. So that's that one. And then this is the World. This is not my favorite World card. I'm not really a lover of the World, but anyway, yeah, this is all right. And then this is the Supreme. And I really, really like this card. I'm sitting cross-legged right now. I like that she's sitting cross-legged. I like the painting on her face. I like that her third eye is open. Yeah, I like this card. And it's representing all four suits. Like traditionally the Magician card does that. I didn't notice if hers does, but almost everybody's Magician card represents all four suits. But her Supreme is, she's got that ankh around her neck, her stuff flowing down. She's floating. She's levitating because she's Supreme. I like it. Okay. And then now we're on to the suit of Pinnacles. And I'm going to like switch it up a little bit, if I may. As we go into the suits, we're going to go through all four suits at the same time. So we've got the aces. We've got the Ace of Cups, Traditional imagery with all of the ace cards, a hand holding whatever it is. The Ace of Swords, again, that cityscape imagery. The Ace of Wands, chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. And then the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So pretty basic. Your cup floweth over. Pretty basic imagery. And then we're on to the Two of Cups. The Two of Swords. This tends to be one of my favorite cards. The Two and the Three of Swords I like. She's blindfolded. In my camera, it almost looks like, can you see the blindfold? There you go. Yeah, traditional imagery. And then the Two of Wands. That's pretty. I like that. And this last suit, I'm having issues with each time. And then the Two of Pentacles, very traditional imagery for the Two of Pentacles. I mean, in terms of the holding of the two pentacles and the infinity sign there. Can you see the infinity sign? I like the waterfall, and I like her cap. She's got a feather in her cap. Yes. Hey, Ray. And then on to the three. We got the Three of Pentacles. Oops, we got the Three of Pentacles. We have the Three of Wands. She's got a rhinoceros with her. Excuse Bella. She's excited because she's about to go out for a walk and everything. And then the Three of Swords with a snake in the middle and the blood coming off of the bottom. I don't know what it is about me, but like the Three of Swords is kind of like I always, and it's not funny. It doesn't seem like it would be funny, but I always think of someone who's like, you know, like heartbreak and three-way relationship, you know, mess and confusion. But for some reason, this card, I've just always liked this card, and very traditional imagery for that, as is the Three of Cups, traditional imagery. Three women's at a party or celebrating. They're not really at a party, but they're celebrating. It's happy days. So we got that. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. Pretty traditional imagery. I like that she kind of got them earrings going on. That's kind of unusual. And then the Four of Cups. And then the Four of Wands. I like that one. They look like they... And then the Four of Swords. So... So far, whenever we've seen couples, it's like the man has been darker than the woman in this one too. So far that I've noticed. Same with this one. And then we are on to the Five of Cups. You can even see a tear coming out of her eyes. Traditional imagery with the three spilled cups in front and the two upstanding cups behind. Oh. What's going on? Oh, here we are. Okay. I was going to say they're using the Six of Pentacles imagery for the Five of Pentacles, but no, I just put the wrong card. The Five of Pentacles. Ooh, this is nice. The Five of Wands. And then the Five of Swords. I kind of like this one. Maybe I have like a macabre sense of, you know, I don't know. But I don't know if y'all can see. But it looked like it's 4 people right there. And she done took their swords. And she might have stabbed somebody. And she like, and I'm licking your blood too. And I really like this. I said 5. This is the Five of Swords. Sorry, Five of Swords. And then the Five of Wands. I have a stack going now of cards that I really, really like. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. Very traditional imagery for that. We have the Six of Wands. I like the peach coloring in that. Ah. The Six of Swords, she looks so modest, like she's veiled and everything. And then we have the Six of Cups. I like her poofs. This card to me looks like 1930s black folks. This card looks very sweet to me. I like this card. I think that's going to go in my like pile. We have the Seven of Cups, very traditional imagery. We have the Seven of Swords. Homegirl got that snake wrapped around her. Kind of looking like Jessica Rabbit or something. Is it Jessica Rabbit? I don't know, but she looks like some cartoon character I've seen before. The Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Pinnacles. I don't think I like this Seven of Pinnacles. But anyway, Seven of Pinnacles. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, very traditional. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands and then the Eight of Swords. And we have the Eight of Cups. And I think that Eight of Swords is going into my light category. I like her little braid. And, you know, I like the how she's bound up. I like the colors on that. Like that white up against the gray and the red. And I don't know, like just the layout and design of that card. I'm here for it. I'm enjoying it. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Oh, look at her. She's doing that yoga pose. I don't even remember seeing this card before. And I kind of like how it's laid out. It's kind of like a curtain effect, like introducing. And then we have the Nine of Wands. This one is pretty. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Nine of Swords. Look at that one. I like that. Now, for some reason, swords, I like swords. I don't know. Y'all know I'm weird like that. And that's a beautiful Nine of Swords. And we have the Ten of Swords. Again, I really like the representation. It's sort of traditional. Usually you see people laid out like this way and then the swords. But I like this presentation a lot. The Ten of Pentacles. It looks like what it is. The Ten of Wands. I've never seen her before. Who you is, girl? The Ten of Wands. And then the Ten of Cups. I really like this Ten of Pentacles. It's like, we's going home. Now, this Ten of Cups is traditional with the family and the rainbow and all of that. It's cute. Again, darker skinned man than woman. Interesting. I don't know. That's like what I'm on these days. I'm noticing that. So we have the Son of Swords. And again, this deck, the Son of Swords is a daughter, or the Son of Swords looks like a woman to me. The Son of Wands. I think I should have gone daughter and then son. But we gonna stay with the Son. He's on a rhinoceros. That's the second rhinoceros that I've noticed. The Son of Pentacles. Did I do justice to this other one? The Son of Wands. Oh, and this Son of Cups is, oh, look. Okay, so of the sons, we have one that is a woman, and then the other three are men. So the Son of Pentacles, and then the Son of Swords, and then the Son of Wands. I kind of like that one, but not enough to put it in my pile. And then the Son of Cups. I like him too, but again, not enough to put in my pile. And then we have, let's go to the daughters. Daughter. When I was in Jamaica, everybody was asking me, daughter. So we have the daughter of Pinnacles with the flowers in her hair, and again, cityscapes, a cityscape. And then we have the daughter of Wands. Can you see those stones at the top of her wand? I love a wand that is stones. And the feather. And then we have the daughter of Cups. Look at that lip color. And it's a fish coming out of her cup. And then we have the daughter of Swords. And then we have the God of Cups. Ooh, that's nice. And we have the God of Swords. We have the God of Wands. And we have the God of Pentacles. All of these gods are men. Ooh, now that's a nice God of Pentacles. Who was it at the very front of the deck who we saw some Taurus horn type imagery? But that's really nice with the grapes up in the corner and the grain. We likey. And now we're on to the goddesses. And this is going to complete the deck. We have the Goddess of Swords. Very clean and white. And we have the Goddess of Wands with the sunflowers. And again, the stones at the top of her wand, are they rubies? What stone is that? Carnelian? Is carnelian is more orangey. I used to know, well, I used to pay more attention. Then we have again the Goddess of Pentacles. She's got grapes in her image, and that hairdo is Fly. That is a beautiful hairdo she is rocking. It's a nice image. I like the how she's in that you know, the little passageway she's in. You can see a bunny rabbit in the back. Is that a bunny rabbit under the tree? And then we're going to end with me. I don't know how this happened. This just accidentally. But this is the Goddess of Cups. Oh. So that is the Afro Goddess Tarot Arcana, and I love this deck. I like working with it. Oh, what I didn't show you is the back. I did show you the back on. I did all of my text, all of the decks that I had. I did a review, but the back is shiny. With a relief of Africa in the center. It's beautiful. So that's it. This is the Afro Goddess Tarot deck review. This is the first edition. These are my favorites from the deck. Oh, 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 oh. Ah. Oh. Oh. I think I love that one the most. The Tower, I might love this one the most. Y'all know how I am. I just be loving so much stuff. So that is the that's my review, really my reveal. It's not really a review, it's a reveal. But I love the deck. I did do a reading this month for a publication that I'm involved with. So keep your eyes and ears open for Up Magazine, and you can read my collective reading. I did a reading for all of using this deck, and that's it. I will, once we launch the magazine and everything, I will drop the link below. But thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being fabulous. I don't have my backup music, which isn't much backup music, so I'll just sing us out. Thank you, Love Like the Sun, and for joining in. And Ayapo Yapa, I guess that's the second person. But you don't have to go, but we got to get out of here. Thank you again for being here. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of that. Check out Up Magazine when you get a chance to, as soon as you see that link. Today is the best day ever, and you are the greatest. So be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Who you gonna be if you ain't you? Who we gonna be if we ain't we? Who you gonna be if you ain't you? Be you. Be fabulous is fading out now. Be fabulous you. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you. Peace. Why? Peace. Wait. Peace.